I'm gonna love you.
What's going down, people? Thank you for being here once again. So, the workout is over. It was gangster. Mr. Tim Raven. You wanted me to watch Sonic the Hedgehog versus Mario in a death battle. Pretty much Nintendo versus Sega. Sega Genesis. I'ma say, before I even turn it on, I'ma say, Sonic, actually. Mario does power up, but Sonic is Sonic fast as hell. Focus. There we go. And Sonic can power up too. I don't know if they're gonna have his gold form in here, but we'll see. So let's get it. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Bam. There we go.
Their rivalry is legendary. Their fame, unmatched. This battle has gone on for nearly 3 decades, but today, it finally comes to an end.
Mario, Nintendo's whimsical Italian turtle crusher.
And Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega's specialist of speed.
Time to find out if Sega really does what Nintendo don't.
For this bout, we'll be using the same rules Deathbell has had for the past 3 years. Most importantly, the original video games will be our primary source for analysis.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Plumber, carpenter, doctor. Mario has worn many hats throughout his life, but he always does so as a hero.
Except for that time he tortured an animal, but no one really talks about that.
Born as one of the 7 star children possessing an extraordinary amount of power,
And extra horrible crying fits.
Mario was assuredly destined for greatness.
Then him and his little bro Luigi
You know, I think
wound
I
up in
played
New
that
Donk City, where he spent his days throwing shit at
like
monkeys
regular
and
Mario.
fixing toilets. Not exactly the great heroic destiny I was expecting, but hey, at least his girlfriend was smoking.
But everything changed after a chance meeting with Princess Peach Toadstool. Her Mushroom Kingdom had been conquered by Bowser, the tyrannical king of the Koopas, and her only hope of rescue lay in the hands of the Mario Brothers.
And Mario had all the power he needed to take the
the
Turtle
show.
Terror down.
Oh
He's
my
super
gosh.
tough, super quick, and really, really strong. He can jump several times his own height, smash tanks to bits with his butt, and toss Bowser around as if he's a featherweight.
Yo,
So long, Bowser.
Needless to say, the Mushroom Kingdom was in good hands.
that version right there.
So
what
was the
that? I think that
princess.
for,
She even gave
64.
Mario a piece of her cake. If you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Get in there, buddy. You
64.
deserve it all.
Like, I
Oh,
played
come on.
that
It's an
a
actual
few
cake.
times.
That's good too, I guess.
Not
And
even
if his strength
too
doesn't
much.
cut it, Mario has plenty of extra weapons and powers on hand.
He can already shatter brick with his bare fists, but when he needs the power to break down the toughest walls, he busts out the Ultra Hammer. Sounds like a wrestling move Lou Albano would have used back in the day. Rest in peace, Kevin.
Forged by 2 master blacksmiths, the Ultra Hammer, combined with Mario's mighty swing, can break through practically any material.
And he's got a ton of awesome power-ups, like that spicy fire flower.
Actually, while Mario used to need this flower, he has since learned how to use pyrokinesis without it.
Well, the ice flower lets him freeze enemies. The Lucky Bell turns him into a kitty cat, and the Super Mushroom gives him a power boost and increases his size.
When was all of this?
I bet the princess likes that one.
With his frog suit, his swimming ability
remember
increases
that.
dramatically. With the Double Cherry, he can create clones of himself with no power decrease. With the stopwatch, he can freeze time. With the Cape Feather or the Wing Cap, he can soar to new
Wow.
heights. And with the Starman or Rainbow Star, he becomes totally invincible. For a short time.
And with the gold flower, he never has to work another day in his life, because he's got an infinite supply of money, made of people.
While he can carry several power-ups at once, Mario doesn't always need
I've
them to
never
prove
played
his
that.
potential.
He's quick enough to maneuver when transformed into a bolt of lightning, and skilled enough to pilot the Star Diver as it rockets through the atmosphere. He's so friggin' manly, he took an explosion to the face that wrecked an entire castle. And even better, he was standing in the middle of this.
Based on a standard tennis court's measurements, we can determine the blast of this fireball covered a radius of over 2,000 feet. To reach this distance, the blast must have had an explosive yield of over 2.4 megatons.
So what you're saying is Mario could totally play tennis with a nuclear warhead for a ball and be totally fine.
Probably. Also, he can throw a baseball so fast it overloaded this speed gun, implying it was launched over 999 miles per hour. In the Mario World cartoon, he hurled a dinosaur out of orbit. Assuming this creature is of similar size and weight to a Tyrannosaurus Rex,
Ew.
this feat would require a force of over
I might have to change my mind.
135 tons of TNT.
Wait, Wiz, I thought you said we're only using the games.
Any official material counts so long as it's supported by the games, otherwise we'd be ignoring a huge majority of the character's history. Take a look at this chain chomp. It's actually made up of solid gold. Gold is ridiculously heavy. While 1 cubic foot of iron weighs 491 pounds, a cubic foot of gold is over 1,200 pounds. Luckily, a chain chomp is a perfect sphere, so we can compare it to Mario's height to find that it weighs nearly 6,000 tons.
Wait, did he just leave it in that hole? Cash it in, Mario! That thing's worth $366 billion!
This is funny.
That's actually correct.
Well, yeah, that guy on TV who always wants my gold told me.
This isn't even Mario's most impressive feat. At one point, he lifted an entire fortress and punted it through the air.
He does the same thing in the manga, and it's pretty on par with the strength he's shown against Bowser, who's survived
There's a
collapsing
manga of
castles
Mario?
multiple times.
Since this presentation makes the
Okay,
castle's
I am
size
totally
difficult to
oblivious
determine,
to Mario,
we measured
man.
the entire interior based on maps from the game. By scaling these measurements to the castle's smaller avatar, and conservatively assuming a limestone composition, we've determined the castle must weigh more than 61 million tons.
And he just kicked it away like it was a
So
freaking
Mario's
soccer ball.
straight-
Given the distance it was
Pudgy
kicked,
beast.
Mario must have exerted a force of around 3.5 megatons of TNT. Do you realize what this means? Mario's
that means y'all
foot
doing too
is
much.
231 times more powerful than the atomic bomb that dropped on Hiroshima.
Now seems like a good time for a beer. Or 12.
Honestly, Mario's absurd strength shouldn't be as surprising as you'd think. While he's fairly naive and not much of a strategist, he's saved the Mushroom Kingdom from Bowser's clawed grip time and time again. And the Koopa King is tough enough to survive a dip in the sun, or even a black hole.
Don't underestimate Nintendo's powerful plumber.
Here we go!
It's me, Mario.
Somewhere out there, on a strange alternate version of Earth, humans coexist with anthropomorphic animals. But this world has been assailed over and over by the vile Dr. Ivo Robotnik, otherwise known as Eggman.
Why the heck does he need such a dumb alias when he's already got a name as cool sounding as Robotnik?
But hope persisted. Whenever the Eggman hatched a scheme, one did not have to wait long for a certain blue streak to speed by. This was Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's the fastest thing alive!
While Sonic has a superhuman physique overall, speed is his speciality. In fact, superhuman speed is a natural trait for the anthropomorphic hedgehog, though Sonic's abilities are far superior to his kin.
Wait a minute, all hedgehogs have super speed? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, real hedgehogs are also nocturnal, not blue, and when they try to make friends with foxes, they get eaten. So I don't think Sega cares.
Alright then, to stop Eggman from turning all his animal pals into batteries, Sonic cranked
That
up
was
that
good stuff.
speed and weaponized it. He can crush his enemies with the spin attack, strike multiple times with the homing attack, go 0 to Sonic Boom instantly with the super peel out, and plow through hordes of badniks with the spin dash. Holy crap, I think this guy would just like vomit all the time.
He's also used a number of power-ups throughout his adventures, including elemental shields. The Aqua Shield is especially useful as it grants him an incredibly high bouncing jump and protection against his greatest nemesis.
I used to hate
Robotnik?
Sonic.
No, water.
Like the
Seriously,
game.
Sonic,
I hate
buddy,
it.
learn to swim already and save our ears from that nightmare music.
The blue hedgehog can also gain abilities from small alien beings called wisps.
They can turn him into a fireball, a yellow drill, a black hole, a bunch of stuff really, even a demonic hungry hippo.
But before we delve any further, there is something vital which we need to discuss. It's time to figure out Sonic's speed.
Oh boy, here we go.
While he has boasted that he is faster than light, Sonic has yet to prove this in canon without the aid of additional equipment or power-ups.
Oh yeah, like when he connects to a trail of rings. But you can't take his bragging too seriously. He's still got some of that radical 90s attitude.
I'm out of here.
The highest official description of Sonic's speed labels him as hypersonic, or somewhere between Mach 5 and Mach 10. This actually isn't too far-fetched. The game Sonic Unleashed records his speed, and he can reach a maximum around 3,500 SPD.
Sonic, he's got an STD. Sonic, it burns when he pees.
Assuming SPD translates to metric meters, given the game's Japanese development, that puts Sonic's top speed over 7,872 miles per hour. Over 10 times the speed of sound, and just over the official hypersonic description.
So, is that it?
Well, it's possible, no, likely, that he's faster. In TV shows closely tied to the games, Sonic has dodged meteors, did this with a 10,000 frame per second camera, and even outran lightning. All of which implies that he can move and react around 200 to 300 times the speed of sound.
How about that one time he caught up to a cyan wisp? He said that thing's almost as fast as him, even without its laser mode.
That's right, the laser is a power it grants Sonic, not itself. Still, wisps are incredibly fast. At one point, a group of them flew from Earth's surface to a black hole in orbit in the 20 seconds Sonic and Tails were talking. By measuring the planet's curve here, we can find that the wisp aliens must have been moving around Mach 200. As Sonic is faster than them, this supports his cartoon feats.
Why isn't that black hole sucking up the Earth? That's what they do, right?
It's more like a pseudo-black hole fueled by hyper-go-on energy.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
They sat there
I didn't
and
know
figured
better.
this
I
out
swear you just made
mathematically.
those words up.
Its presence near Sonic does emulate that
That's
of a
when you go
singularity,
full
and Sonic
nerd.
actually outran its pull for 30 seconds. Due to chaotic accretion, black holes pull non-orbiting
Never go
mass
full
inward
nerd.
at 30% the speed of light. Sonic's clearly pushing his running speed to its limit here, or else the black hole wouldn't have pulled him in. With this in mind,
Hey.
it's entirely possible that, without additional support, Sonic's maximum possible running speed
What?
must be around 200 million miles per hour.
That's insane! The fastest man-made object in real life was the New Horizons space probe, which took off at more than 36,000 miles per hour.
It took 9 years for this probe to reach
No.
Pluto, but with Sonic's speed, he
I'm
could make this
watching.
same trip to Pluto
They're
in
about
less
to
than
fight.
24 hours.
While we're tracking
Sonic and
speed, I've
Mario
always
are about
wondered
to
how
fight.
fast I can chug a beer. Start the clock, Wiz!
Are you gonna start?
I'm already done.
The fight.
Moving on, even with this unbelievable speed, Sonic has far more power hidden up his sleeves.
He doesn't wear a shirt.
He can achieve the form of
With
Super
teeth.
Sonic by absorbing
Yeah.
an enormous amount of positive energy from the 7 legendary Chaos Emeralds. In this mode, he can teleport large objects, survive planet-level explosions, launch energy attacks, and fly near the speed of light.
But guess what? This isn't even his final form.
After the Emeralds received a boost from the Master Emerald, Sonic could achieve his ultimate state of being, Hypersonic.
He's got all the abilities of Supersonic, plus total invincibility, and a hyper flash that insta-kills everything around him. Oh, and he's definitely faster than light now.
Unfortunately, good things don't last forever. Without a steady supply of rings, these superforms can't even stick around for a full minute.
Sonic has resisted mind control from the Overmind, survived re-entry from orbit, and blasted apart a mountain. This would need more than 200 tons of TNT to pull off. And while fighting his evil RoboCopy Metal Sonic, they shattered this enormous stalactite. Holy shit, just look at the size of it!
By comparing it to the buildings in this city and applying the density of granite, the most common rock in continental crust, we found that this
Oh, yeah.
stalactite must weigh almost
my best friend,
47 million tons, which means a break like this would need a force of almost 200 kilotons of TNT.
Damn! He's definitely got what it takes to save the world from a madman scientist, even if he is kind of a dick.
Well, Sonic may be a bit arrogant, and he's certainly a thrill seeker, but at his best, he's the definition of honest and heroic. He's used his powers to defeat Eggman time and time again, even against gigantic death machines and cataclysmic events.
Those cute and cuddly forest critters can rest easy when Sonic's gotta go fast.
I'll show you how outclassed you really are. I'm in a class all my own. Time to put up or shut up, Infinite.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, all this talk of Eggman's got me hungry.
So
Or Blue
he's gonna be
Apron.
fighting
By
Mario.
now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron, the leading meal kit delivery service in the U.S.
But did you know about all the different kinds of delicious foods you can make? Like the honey chipotle glazed chicken with poblano and lime rice.
There's plenty to choose from, since they offer 12 new recipes each week. All you have to do is choose the 2, 3, or 4 that sound best to you, and they deliver it right to your door.
Plus, it's super simple to cook. It's got easy to follow instructions and perfectly proportioned ingredients. They're non-GMO, and the meat has no added hormones. My favorite part is feeling like a master chef, making creative and delicious meals with my own hands. You guys really need to try it out.
It's pretty nice coming home knowing I'll have a delicious meal I can whip up with ease.
So check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals
Like a
free
small
at blueapron.com/battle. That's blueapron.com/battle to get your first 3 meals free. But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Here we go. Here's Mario.
Mario? Here it is.
Hello? That's a mine.
Finders keepers, pal.
Oh,
You asked for it, Tubby.
I rip off skin. Yeah, on the shorts and nothing else.
You're too slow.
Oh, he threw Vegeta on
Come
him.
here.
He bombs.
Yeah, the raccoon suit.
Oh, he's on sea.
Oh, give me a break.
Oh, cats.
What did the pigeon have a bow?
Yeah. I have a butt.
Now I'll show you. Yeah.
Oh, he already took it.
Oh, he's on sea.
Let's go.
Get some. Sonic got the hands, huh?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, mamma mia.
Yeah, man, that nothing in his pocket.
He's floating.
Oh, leaking. Oh!
Woohoo! I'm the winner.
Oh, she's so dirty.
KO! Whoa! How did that happen? I know Nintendo won the
What?
console wars, but I really seem to remember Sonic having this one in the bag.
I'm sure Sonic could have won in specific circumstances, but more times than not, Mario takes the victory. Keep in mind this analysis was done with a focus on the games and their closely tied media, excluding alternate contrary sources like the Archie comics or the Mario Brothers movie, where Mario and Sonic are essentially entirely different characters from their gaming counterparts.
Sonic had speed in the bag, obviously, but Mario was way too tough for him.
Their top strength feats paint this picture
Wow.
very, very clearly.
But I know what you're thinking. What good is Mario's strength if he couldn't even hit the blue blur? He's way too fast, right?
Yes and no. While Mario obviously couldn't match Sonic's
That is
relativistic
the
top-running
one.
speeds, he's moved efficiently as a bolt of electricity
Go.
and piloted the Star Diver.
Whoa.
Based on our calculations, this puts him at the same level as Sonic's own reactionary feats. Since Mario was tough enough to
Yes,
tank almost
yes.
anything Sonic could throw at him,
Yes,
it was
he
only a
has
matter of time
Star.
before he tagged the blue blur with a deadly blow.
But what about chaos control? Couldn't Sonic just stop time and take care of things? What?
It's heavily implied he knows how to, but Sonic has never actually
I
used the
need
time
that
stop ability in
stopwatch.
canon. Even then, Mario's stopwatch does the
Stop
same
watching.
thing, putting them on equal footing.
Oh, BS.
Ah, don't
You
do that.
are BS.
Where's my wallet?
Actually, most of Mario and Sonic's power-ups countered each other in this way. Mario even had plenty of options for defending against Sonic's invincible super forms. But Mario also had a much wider variety of power-ups, offering multiple ways to overpower Sonic. For example, he could have frozen Sonic solid,
Ah!
or even turned him into gold. His arsenal would always outlast Sonic's because he's been shown to carry more of them on his person.
Oh, God. Oh, I've seen things.
But even then, Mario's durability blew Sonic's out of the water. Even if we assume the 200 kiloton stalactite feat was entirely Sonic's doing, Mario survived an explosion that was 12 times more powerful. Simply put, Sonic didn't have a lot of viable options that could take Mario down for good.
I always
Word.
knew Sonic was impressive, but Mario is just ridiculous. Probably that mustache.
Sonic was obviously incredibly fast,
That
but he
was the
couldn't
gangster
compete with
part.
Mario's superior
He was
strength,
holding onto it,
durability,
was eating
and
away
varied
at his
arsenal.
gloves
He got
into his hand, and
Mario.
the blood was coming out.
After 100 episodes, you
That was hot.
still can't think of a good pun?
No, but now they can see me do this. Ah, check it out, Wiz.
The winner is Mario.
Meh.
Alright, get down.
Oh, that hurts.
You gotta watch yourself. Oh man, yo. That was popping. Good look, Tim. That was popping. I honestly thought Sonic. What did I say at the beginning? Did I say Mario? I think I said Sonic. I thought he would get him with the speed. I didn't know Mario was that freaking strong. Dude is like a freaking he's like a fat Superman. That's dope. No wonder he does everything and goes up against the villains he goes against. And no, it all makes sense now. But I like Nintendo better than Sega Genesis or Sega anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy with the outcome. Post your comments below, people. Let me know what y'all thought of this Mario versus Sonic. Let me know if y'all thought it should have went another way. You know what I mean? Hit the like button, subscribe button, share button. Once again, Tim Raven, good looking brother. And until next time, people, deuces.
We can make a wildfire get away.